So that storm was massive and deadly, as we've been reporting. Some of the remnants of it are starting to make its way
Exactly.
east.
So Beryl is going to have an impact on Maine, though it's kind of an indirect impact. Essentially, it's just enhancing the amount of moisture we have in the atmosphere, which if you've seen the dew point temperatures today, that is very apparent. And we're essentially going to see some more rainfall, especially in northern areas of the state because of that. I'll talk about that in just a minute. But here's some of our high temperatures today. Another hot and humid day. 91 in Sanford today, 93 in Portsmouth, 87 in Augusta, 86 over in Bar Harbor. But the dew point temperatures have been very, very high throughout the afternoon. A lot of us getting into the low to even mid 70s. And now these haven't been record-breaking dew point temperatures, but they are pretty close, within a couple of degrees. And for a lot of us, unfortunately, the humidity is not going to be dropping really for the rest of the week, and we'll see that in the 7-day forecast. Now, because of the heat and humidity out there today, we do have a heat advisory in effect for York and most of Cumberland County until a little bit later this evening. Now, in addition to the heat and humidity that we're seeing today, we're also seeing some rainfall move in, essentially into the northern half of the state right now. So this is the stationary front that's associated with the remnants of Beryl. So we do have a lot of moisture in the atmosphere, and that has given us some heavy rain. We do have a flash flood warning just north of Augusta near the town of Jay. And additionally, kind of over just to our west in New York, we're seeing the cold front start to move through, and we've seen a lot of severe thunderstorm warnings and tornado warnings associated with this cold front. I think later on, Oxford County and then back into New Hampshire could be in a tornado watch. So we are looking at the potential for some strong storms, but we're not going to see storms quite as strong like the ones that are over in New York currently. Now, in addition to all of that, we also have a flood watch in effect. This is for most of northern Maine with the exception of northern Aroostook County. And that's because we're looking at a lot of rainfall associated with this system, especially over kind of the same areas. It's going to be a very narrow band, so we're looking at the possibility for some flash flooding in those areas shaded in green. So overnight tonight, we're going to continue to see that rainfall begin to pick up, but it's a little bit of like a split state forecast here. Essentially closer to the coastline, besides a couple of showers and how cloudy it is, we're not going to have much impact from the rain at all. However, areas north of Augusta and north of Bangor, a lot of heavy rain going throughout the overnight hours tonight into early tomorrow morning. A lot of rain over a short period of time. Then tomorrow morning, we'll see some showers go through the coastline, and then we could break into a little bit of sunshine in areas of western Maine. Very, very hot and very humid in the afternoon once again, so we could pop up a couple of scattered showers and thunderstorms, especially in areas of western and northern Maine as we get into the later half of Thursday into Thursday evening. But overall, this system moves out very fast. It's going to have a lot of moisture, but it goes through quick. So Friday looks like a nice day. We are going to see a bit more cloud cover. Temperatures getting into the upper 80s once again. Could see a couple of scattered showers in the afternoon because of the humidity, but overall a lot less rain in comparison to what we're seeing today and tomorrow. And then right now, the beginning of the weekend looks good. Possibility of a few showers Sunday afternoon. Or Saturday afternoon, excuse me. So the rainfall here, we're looking at upwards of 3 inches possible in a relatively narrow band, mainly north of the Bangor area. This model here has it closer to the county, but that can shift just a little bit. So essentially just keep watch that there will be a lot of rainfall in areas of northern Maine this evening. The humidity is not going to be taking a back seat, really until we get into the weekend. Dew point temperatures into the upper 60s and lower 70s, especially over the next few days. And it's also going to be remaining hot. Temperatures getting into the upper 80s, even some lower 90s as we get into the end of the weekend and early next week. So a lot to talk about in the weather department today. Marine forecast sees 2 to 4 feet. Ocean temperature is 67 degrees. So here's a look at our 7-day forecast. Most of that rain is going to be overnight tonight into early tomorrow morning, again away from the coastline. Then things start to clear up a little bit as we get into Friday. Brian and Amanda, I think the weekend looks pretty good, kind of similar to last weekend where I think Sunday is a little bit of a better day, but very warm and very humid. That stretch is going to continue.
Yeah, several days of that, right?
I know, gives us a lot to talk about.
Yes. All right, Dana, thanks so much.